All right, welcome everyone. This is the 24th February, 5th February in some parts of the world. I really appreciate it. So today we're going to do some simulation time. This is going to be, we'll see if we can do probably a pound yen simulation. I think that's going to be good. Haven't really done any pound yen simulations in a while. So let's just do this first. Oh, let's bring this over here. Let's get some random date generator, and then we're going to start off by doing pound yen simulation. So we're sitting at February, so we may want to get back down to maybe like June 2022. It's good. Maybe bring it up to like 28 December 2022 Sundays. All right, so we want a number of 20 dates. Okay, we got December, we got July, we got June. Let's do July, the hottest time of the year, right? 17th July. Let's do 17th July. We all good with that? We all good with that. All right. Time is gone anyway. Okay, so pound yen, pound yen. We still got all the data over here. Looks good. Update the news data. And downloading. Perfect. Very nice, very nice. New simulation. We're going to go with 2022, July 17th. We're going to be doing, looking at a pound yen. It was summertime, so I'm not really sure what sort of a volume we had last summer. So, um, and I guess we're going to start with 10,000 here. So I guess that's good. Start with 10,000, leverage 1 to 100, spreads or whatever. History on the charts, we're going to see around 150 days. If we can see more, then that's perfectly fine as well. No problem. Let's start simulation here. All right, so we'll take a look at the weekly. We got the daily. We got the 4-hour, 1 hour, 30-minute, and maybe 15-minute, but so we're not going to be looking at the 15-minute a lot. It's just going to be like, 1 hour and the 30-minute. That's it. But we're still going to keep 15-minute on just because sometimes it could get, sometimes it gets pretty nice to look at the 15-minute. Anyway, so looking at the week has just started. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over towards pre-London, and then we're going to continue on from pre-London till New York Open, just to get those two sessions in. Yeah, so we're going to do that. So let's go over to the 1 hour time frame. Pre-London is obviously like 2 hours before a London Open. So this time right here is 5 p.m. We got 6. So got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Right? So this is where we have what the hell is this? Is this part of Zoom or is this some software I downloaded by mistake? I don't know. Let's close this. Nothing seen, nothing happened. All right, so weekly time frame, right? Let's take a look on the daily time frame. So the daily candles, this is a very, very basic analysis here. Let's bring up some chart toolbars and bring up some line studies. There we go. So we can see how the daily candles are basically like the bodies of the daily candles are getting smaller and smaller. So whenever you have bodies that start to get smaller on daily candles, this basically means that the volume to probably continue pushing up is decreasing. But the important thing is this daily candle, the new one, it broke the high of the previous daily candle. So maybe price can go up, right? Maybe. We're not really sure. It can maybe go up. So let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. Looking at the 4-hour, now we have some more information. Let's zoom in here and let's do some scale fix. All right, perfect. So the 4-hour is obviously we're creating a support. There's a rejection right here as well. Now we don't know whether we're rejecting this area or what's going on. So we're going to measure this candle. Just like a 58 pip candle. So let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. Looking at the 1-hour, we're basically just consolidating here at this point. We're just ranging. Yeah, we're in this range on the 1-hour time frame, and looks like we've created a resistance, which we can extend it through the left-hand side. We also have a support formed. I mean, I'd probably look at a support right here, this one, but just below the support, there's another support, which is literally like, 10 pips away. So we're going to look at this as support. So right now, we're basically just consolidating. And yeah, this is just a range that we're in now at this point, which is consolidating within this range. And if you measure this range, this is a like a 30 pip range, right? So we'll have to wait and see. If, for example, if we do break up above, let's say, this resistance, we got 164,600. If we can break and close above, let's say, then I guess there's a very good probability we can continue pushing up towards 165, which is like 47 pips away. I know there's a resistance here to the left hand side, but since we're in pre-London and we got London open, these minor resistances are probably going to get broken, like, with volume coming into the market. So that's something that we can anticipate. Let's bring up some, what else do we need? We need time frames. Oh, yeah, we got time frames right here. So looking at the 4 hour, basically we can fill this range. If we move up, if we move down, then we can probably come down towards 163,600. So without further ado, let's start to play these candles and yeah, let's see where we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute also has this resistance right here that we're forming right here, and we also got a support down here on the 30-minute time frame. So this is what we got. We got a resistance and we got a support. Perfect. So now all we got to do is wait for price to break above or below this range. That's it. That's all our job. That's all what we're going to do here today. Just wait to see if price can break or close above these areas. We got the first 30-minute candle closing. We're still in this range. We're not really sure where price is going to move after this. So we're just going to kind of like, relax, chill out, and see where we can basically execute. All right. So we're coming up into 2 a.m. Eastern. 2 a.m. Eastern is another, like, that's when volume starts to come in. So we can take a look at this right here as well. Like, logically, just looking at this, we can see that how price has been consolidating for a little while. Like, look, we've been consolidating for about 84. Oh, yeah, around like 24, 22 hours. 22 to 24 hours we've been consolidating. So there has to be some sort of volume coming in. So we'll have to wait and see. We shall have to wait and see where that volume comes in. We got the 1 hour candle closing. There we go. The 1 hour candle has closed. Looking at the 30-minute, 30-minute candle has also closed bullish right here. And yeah, this is not just like a 10 pip range. We're still in this range, guys. So we got to wait. We got to wait some more. We're still in this range. We don't know whether we're going to move down, break below. If we do break below, let's say 164, this range is like, 30 pip range, all the way down over here, even till here if we anticipate volume to drive the price down. Well, 43 pip range right here. But if we break above, we got a much bigger range here. This means we got a much bigger fish to fry if we start to move up. So yeah, it's a little bit of a waiting time over here. It's a very tough range. It's a tough range because you may get enticed to take a trade, but if you have your most recent resistance drawn and your most recent support drawn, it's like things just look way easier. Way easier. So yeah. So we're just gonna wait over here. 30-minute candles has closed as well. Let's zoom in here a little bit. And yeah, we're moving up now. We got around 15 minutes left till London Open. Let's speed it up here a little bit. Oh, wow, look at that. We are pushing up strong like a stallion. Like a stallion we're trying to push up. We got 5 minutes left. We're pushing up towards resistance. Are we going to break it? Or are we going to just, oh, wow, look at that. Wait, what happened over here? So price just moved down. We're creating this lower wick, and we are London Open, which has a lot of volume at this time. Looking at the 1 hour candle, 1 hour candle has also pushed it this way. Now, if this candle starts to break the high of this previous candle, I think that could be an indication to take a buying opportunity, because we had a candle close with little to no wick on the top. And if this new candle forming, if it starts to break the high, after it makes this low, then I think there's a very high probability volume can continue pushing up. Because here's the thing, whenever we have a candle that closes with no wick on the top, there's a 50-50 chance price can go up or down, right? So what's the 50-50 chance that it can continue pushing up higher? Let's do visual mode right here, right? Because there's a 50-50 chance that it can go up or down, right? But if we're closing at resistance, closing above this area, this resistance here to the left hand side, this, I'm not afraid of this, because, we're basically counting on volume to drive price through this area. Now, if you gotta, let's say you say, well, I have a 50-50 chance that price can go up, but let's see what confirmations do I have to basically tilt that 50-50 chance in my favor, right? So the first confirmation is that we closed above resistance, but candle still closed with no wick. Second one is that, we have volume at this time, London session. Third one is that for price to actually continue making a higher high, it has to make a lower high first, like a higher low first. So I think that we did come down. We created this lower wick right here. So I think this is an indication that we have created a higher low for basically price to move up. So, oh, what? The spread? No, that's not the spread. That's a TP line, my bad. So probably gonna, bring this down over here and looking at price to basically continue with volume, 165, 100, right? Because so we're keeping stops below the current wick as it broke the previous high, and anticipating price to continue pushing up. That's basically what the anticipation is right here with the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, so probably gonna manage risk on the 15-minute time frame, because obviously we want 15-minute candle to close bullish, but if it closes bearish, then we're gonna close 50%. So yeah, let's speed it up here a little bit. 15-minute candle, still got 10 minutes left for the candle to close. We're 6 minutes in. You just gotta wait for the candle to close, guys. That's it. That's the only thing that we're waiting for, is for the candle to close. All right, 30 minutes pouncing up over here. The problem is now this wick, if we don't close bullish, then this wick could mean that we may reject back in the zone. So for price to continue pushing up, we need candles to close in our favor. That's what we need. Oh, wow, look at that. We are pushing up over here. 17 pips, 18, 20 pips over here. Beautiful. Look at that. We're coming up towards some sort of a rejection here to the left-hand side. Some sort of a rejection to the left-hand side. So may close around 90% maybe. Let's do 90, yeah. Let's do 90, put stops at break even, because price may reject this area to do a retest to go up. So we got to be safe, right? We got to be safe and secure. But the good thing is we've already secured some profits. Yep. Very good trade. Very good idea. Very good execution. That's great. Let's let this run. Let's take a look on a 30-minute time frame. We're bullish. 15-minute candle. Wow, still bullish over here. Still pumping. This is good. This is good. I like this. So the candle is about to close, and let's just forward this candle, see how it closes. Next bar, we close bullish, which is amazing. Very good. Very good. I guess we can maybe do a retest or continue pushing up. I mean, if we can do a retest, we can add a position to continue pushing up. But if we continue to push up, then then we're done for the day. Basically, then we're done, right? Yeah. Oh, we're coming down. Let's take a look at how the 15-minute candle closes here. 15-minute candle is closing bearish, which means that may have had been a retest over there, but the 30-minute candle is yet to close. We're still pushing up. Wow, look at that. 36 pips. The 30-minute candle has closed bullish, which means, it could retrace and maybe just secure these positions. And yeah, that's it. 1.1%. Looks like a retest on 15-minute. Yeah, but the 15-minute retests are pretty. Oh, wow, look at that. But the 15-minute retests are very, I would say like the confirmations are very low on the 15-minute. Like a better one would be on the 30-minute because look, we moved away from a zone on the 30-minute. We reached this resistance that we thought we would, right? If there's a retest, I think we can continue pushing up to retest this high that we just created because in London session we broke above this area and moved up. So let's just assume that we never took a trade. Let's just assume that we missed out on the trade and whatever. So maybe like a retest would be important here if we can get like a retest or like a bullish candle forming in this area. I think that's going to be better. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. Wow, look at that. 15-minute candle has also come down. We have the 1 hour candles forming like this here as well. 4 hours also very, very bullish at this point. Daily can probably continue pushing up. So this is where now you're looking at all the time frames and you're putting things together, right? The daily candle has broken the high. It's bullish right now. This week, bullish candle means nothing. So now, maybe the volume can continue. Looking on the 4 hour time frame now. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, looking to the left hand side. I mean, we don't really have much range, maybe like 40 pips from where we are at this point. But looking at the 1 hour time frame, maybe doing a retest. 30-minute time frame, maybe doing a retest. If this candle closes bullish, I think it's a very good opportunity for price to continue pushing up. So we'll see. But other than that, I still think we are very bullish. Wow, look at this 30-minute candle right here. Right? Just by looking at this, what's the probability that we can continue pushing up versus what's the probability we can continue pushing down? Where do we have the higher probability? Going up or going down? In London session right now, with the volume that there is at this point. Going up. So let's see over here. Let's slow it down here a little bit. For price to go up, it needs to make a lower wick. Probably, yeah, lower wick. And it needs to break the high of the previous candle, because once it breaks the high of the previous candle, then we could say that the wick to the left right here, wick to the left, it becomes a wick fill, and then the higher time frames can probably continue pushing up, especially on the 4 hour time frame. So may want to use a lower risk because this is a second, basically an impulse entry. So may want to lower the risk at this point, right? That's the smart thing to do, and then just continue to push up wherever. So we're gonna maybe remove take profit, and yeah, let's see if we get stopped out. So that's why using a lower risk, because we won the first trade. Now in the second trade, we're using a lower risk. We broke the high, we're trending up. We did some sort of a retest here. Look at this candle. This candle broke the low, but still closed bullish. This candle wicked down, broke the high of the previous candle, and we took an impulse entry in the anticipation for price to continue pushing up. So we are at this resistance now. Candles pushing bullish. If we respect this high, if the 15-minute candle closes without breaking this high, then it's basically not a good trade. So we want this high to be broken. Well, the high is broken now, which is really good. The high is broken, which is awesome. Now we need this momentum to continue pushing up. The 15-minute candle is also about to close. Let's speed it up here a little bit. And Nice. That's actually moving very nicely here. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 hour still has some range. We're coming up to some rejections here. Since this is a very, very low risk trade. Oh, the 15-minute candle has also closed bullish, which is awesome. I guess at this point, we could probably put stops at break even. Let's just see how the 30-minute candle is going to close over here. We got a few minutes left. Let's put the stops at break even. It's a free trade now at this point. And probably we're going to let it run till pre-New York. Looking at the weekly is bullish. Daily is still bullish. 4 hours still bullish. 1 hour candle is still bullish. Pretty good. 30-minute candles are, oh wow, look at that. We broke above this area. Now, if this candle comes down to stop us out, then we get stopped out. Like there's nothing that we can do. Let's forward one 30-minute candle as I would do normally. Just let things run and then basically let the candle close. Next bar. Oh wow, look at that. Pushing up over here. Let's secure this right here. 50 is more than enough on this small, tiny position. So just took 2 trades for price to move up, and that's it. One nipple entry right here as a candle closed with no wick on the top, and another one right here once we started to some sort of a retest for price to continue pushing up, and anticipated volume to continue driving price through resistance that we had, basically. So 30-minute candles are still moving. See, now we're still making these highs, right? And if we're making these highs, we should come down to create support and then retest that high. And think I think we should wait for that, right? In the New York session, wait for price to do some sort of retest, create support, and then continue pushing up. So let's forward one more candle. Oh, nothing. Candle has closed with a very, very small body. And we all know a small body means that there's not enough volume for price to move up, right? Small body over here, especially if this candle breaks the low of the previous candle. Did that happen on the daily? No, that didn't happen on the daily. But if you do break the low right here, then this small body literally means there's no range for the next candle to go up. And there we go, we've broken the low. So if we've broken the low, this means support can be formed. And once the support is formed, this means we can possibly take a buy position for price to continue pushing up, if we can form support. So let's forward this candle. Perfect. We have a support formed. And the only problem here is that now, the problem here, okay, so this is very, very important, right? Now, these are two different things. If we look at this area, this is something I need you to really, really understand. If you look at this area, price moved up, created support, and on this candle, we took a buy as it broke the high for price to move up, right? Perfect, no problem. But the good thing was that this candle, even it broke support, right? It did a rejection wick, broke the low, and continued pushing bullish. Right here, it's a whole different story. We can't take a buy here because the resistance is literally 10 pips away. And this candle hasn't really done any rejection wick to the left hand side. If this resistance was, let's say, 30 pips away or 35 pips away, then you could take a buy. No problem at all. But this resistance is literally 10 pips away. So we can't take a buy here at all unless we break the high. And you can see where it broke the high, right? It broke the high in the first few seconds, so that doesn't count. Now, if it makes a lower wick and it breaks the high again, then we could possibly count on volume to continue pushing price up. We're into NY Open now. If the rejection is less than 1 to 2 pips, would you have considered? Rejection is less than 1 to 2 pips? I don't know. No. Nope. Because it never happened. We can only go by the things that are happening at this point. Because once we start talking about what if scenarios, then there are unlimited what if scenarios. Like what if this, what if that, what if that, and what if this, what if this, what if that. So we can only focus on what's being presented to us at this point. Because this same exact scenario will never happen. This is a very, very unique scenario that's happening at this point. The same exact scenario will never ever happen. Probably in like different variations, but the exact scenario, there's a very, very low probability that's going to happen. Oh, look at that. We're breaking the low right here. Is this a good impulse entry? No. No, because this body, the bullish body, has to be smaller for this candle to be an impulse entry. That's a very strong bullish body, so it's not a good impulse entry. See, now this candle has closed with a smaller body and a lower wick. So if this candle breaks the high, that's a pretty good impulse entry, but the range again is like 8-9 pips. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. Oh, 1 hour can just continue to push up. See, now we're breaking the high right here. I'm not going to execute, but just going to, like, paper trade that if we do take a buy as it broke the high and stops below this current low, looking at the 1 hour, moving up, looking at the 4 hour, still bullish, we could still continue to push up. So let's scroll over to the next bar. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And then we continue to push up. Awesome. Let's move on towards the next one, next day. And 8, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8. There we go. We are at pre-London session here once again. Pre-London session. Let's take a look on the daily. Daily is bullish, previous bullish candle. It also had a rejection from 166. Now we don't know whether this daily candle is going to move up or it's going to move down. We don't know that. So let's take a look on the small time frames. Looking at the 4 hour, 4 hour has basically, I guess we've made a high at this point. 4 hour candle is closing with a small body 4 hour candle, which means that if the next 4 hour candle breaks the high, we can continue to pushing up. But if we get confirmation on the smaller time frame for resistance, then that means we can continue to push down. There's this wick fill and probably to fill this range to the downside, right? That's like what if scenarios that can happen. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. All right, now looking at the 1 hour time frame, we're basically consolidating. We have a support form to the downside. We have a resistance form right over here. And if we measure this resistance, it's like 20 pips away. So maybe this is going to be a much better resistance to look at, because if we can break above this resistance, our range is 73 pips. Beautiful range. If you break below support, you're looking at probably like a 44, 42 pip range to the downside. So yeah, let's copy these zones over to the 30-minute time frame like this. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. So this is what we got on the 30-minute time frame. We are basically consolidating. Yeah, we have some basic consolidation. Let's see how big this range is. This is a 25 pip range. I guess it's a doable range, but we got this minor resistance here as well. So we need a candle to break above this resistance to go up. If we break below, we got a pretty nice 47 pip range. So this looks good now, right? So we're just consolidating. And if we're consolidating, man, it's perfectly fine. Like, price is harmless at this point. This is a very harmless market because we're just consolidating. And when price is consolidating, you just got to chill. Let's see if you got any news over here since we're consolidating. We have basically no news happening. No news. Just CPI for pound later on, but yeah, other than that, nothing. Absolutely nothing happening at this point. Yeah, 17, 18 pip range here, pretty tough. We'll have to wait for the candle to break and close above. All right. There are two things I like, coffee and price action, and we got both. Okay, so the 1 hour candle has closed. Let's take a look at this right here. 1 hour candle has closed bullish. Looking at the 30-minute candle has closed bullish above resistance. This candle is retracing. I guess if you can break the high, then we could continue pushing up. So probably gonna wait. Oh, and never mind. I was gonna say probably gonna wait for that, but never mind. Now, the question is, if this candle breaks its own high, like this, right? Because it did a huge rejection. It's breaking its own high. Is there a possibility to enter a buy? No, 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 no. Stop is going to be way too big. Look at the 15-minute. Yeah, it's going to be way too big of a stop loss. Can't. Gotta wait for an easy trade. Yeah, even if it's moving, it's just so tough. Like, who knows where it's going to reject, man? So it's only moved like 7 pips, 8 pips. Oh, look at that candle close window. Now, this is dangerous, right? Whenever you have a candle closing with no wick within a range, just no bueno. I don't know what that means, no bueno, but like no taking a trade. There's no trade at that point. No, there's a strict 50-50 chance. What we had right here was that a candle was closing above resistance with no wick on the top. So then we start to think about what confirmations can flip price in our direction. But right here, since the candle is closing with no wick in the middle of a range, yeah, no. No bueno, me gusta, just stay away. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's see how this candle closes here. Oh, wow, look at that. We're closing back in the range. Are we trying to go down now? What's going on? We're just, maybe this was a fake out here in this range to go down, but yeah, no idea what's going on. Absolutely no clue. This is time of volume. We have London Open, and wow, look at that. We're coming above this area now, this resistance, and above this area, we have clean range going all the way up. The 15-minute candle is also about to close. Right here, right? 15-minute candle closed, 30-minute candle is below this area, 1 hour candle is still in the range, 4 hours. To be honest, 4 hour has broken the high of the previous candle and respected the low. So 4 hour can definitely continue pushing up. The 4 hour can continue pushing up based on what we're seeing right here. Looking at the daily still seems like we may have a wick to fill on the daily. 1 hour candle, 30-minute candle is like this, 15-minute candle is like this. Yeah, it's very tough. I mean, even if we take it on the 4 hour, it's like a 30 pip, big range. Let's do this, right? Let's take a small lot since we're simulating. So we're going to take a small lot size over here. And let's just assume that the 4 hour can continue to push up, right? So we're going to take a buy over here. Just 0.25%, nothing major, very tiny buy, whatever. Now, the stop loss on the 4 hour is going to be like around, 37 pips. It's a pretty big stop. So let's take a look on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, it's going to be that same stop loss as well. Looking at the 30-minute, it's going to be the same stop loss as well because below the wick. 15-minute, yeah, it's also pretty big. So where's that daily wick fill? Yeah, right up over here. That's the daily wick fill. Perfect. Sounds good to me. Let's just see over here. 15-minute candle breaking the high. I guess we can probably bring the stop right here just to lose less. Trading accounting to 4 hour. Yes, trading accounting to 4 hour to fill this whole 4 hour range, and trading based off of the daily to probably fill this wick on the daily. Yeah. And then looking at stops on smaller time frames like the 30-minute, 1 hour, 15 minutes. So basically just trailing the stop below the 15-minute time frame in the hopes that we can continue pushing up. You know, we're hoping for price to continue moving because to be honest, there was no way to take this trade. I mean, it did move up, but there was no way at all. The only thing, oh wow, look at that retracement. And the only thing we saw was on the 4 hour and the daily. That's it. I kind of want to just close this here because, yeah, whatever. Close this here and just wait to see if we can do some sort of like a retest on the 30-minute time frame so we can execute our normal size position. Wow, look at that. Let's see how this candle closes. Oh, big rejection. We're creating a support on the 15-minute time frame. We have a rejection on the 30-minute time frame. 1 hour is still open. We don't know if the 1 hour candle can wick down, but it shouldn't break below this low right here. Let's see if it comes further down to make a low, because 15-minute is very tricky. 30-minute is where it's at, right? So if the 30-minute candle breaks the high of the previous 30-minute candle, then I guess we can continue pushing up. And we're still moving. Looking at the 15-minute close, we are still open. 15-minute candle will close soon. Just gotta wait for that 15-minute candle to close. Oh, we haven't broken that high. 15-minute candle is still open. There we go. 15-minute candle has closed right here, bullish. 30-minute candle needs to break that high, but yeah, right there. See this 15-minute? We got this range here to the left hand side, impulse trade, impulse entry. This is a 16 pip range. Yeah, can't do anything. It's a 16 pip range right here. So that's what makes it difficult to take this trade, because ideally a trade would have been right down over here to make this into a 40 pip range, but now this range is a 16 pip range, so can't. It's a 16 pip range. Yeah, very tough unless we form a support and then we can take a buy on the 30-minute to go up. It's a very risky. It was a little risky, you're right. The range, oh god damn, look at that. Nothing happening over here. What is this? Consolidation today? 1 hour candle still open. This 30-minute candle still open. Let's see how this candle closes. 30-minute candle closed bullish with no wick on the top. And yeah, even if you do break above these wicks, the range is like 13 pips. Very tough. Very, very tough. I think you got to make up your mind whether a trade is going to be a trade for you. And this is just tough, not easy at all. That, like, the situations we created over here and right over here, they were much, much more easy than this. Even this situation was very tough, but we still managed to pull something through. Look at this daily. Look at this 4 hour just retracing. Just tough. Let's see how this candle closes. We closed bearish, I guess. So now we're creating a new zone right here. We have support, we have resistance. Yep, just consolidating. Next candle closed bullish. Let's see what we do on the next 15-minute candle. Oh, yeah, I guess we're just ranging. Just ranging over here. Let's move on to the next day, right? Yeah, range. Range. Nothing happening over here. Very tough. Very tough. Oh, nothing. Oh, whoa. Okay, all right. Let's move on to the next one. It's pretty easy to get lost in the simulation by doing next bar, next bar, next bar, and then you notice the time is gone, right? So it's very important to keep track of time. All right, here we go. We got another pre-London over here. Pound yen pre-London session. Let's take a look at all the time frames. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, remove all zones. Looking at the 4 hour. Let's remove all zones right here. Looks like we're still moving bullish over here, guys. Looking at the daily, the weekly. Weekly is up. Daily candles are also up. Now, here's the thing. This daily candle hasn't made a lower wick, so we may go down, right? Because look, it formed an Asian session, broke the high, came up towards the possible resistance, and hasn't really made a lower wick, which means it hasn't really gone bearish. So who knows? Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 hour is also at a very heavy rejection area to the left hand side, right here. We're creating a support down here, so yeah, I guess we'll have to wait here a little bit. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. Looking at the 1 hour, we have a resistance formed. and we have some sort of support right here. And if you measure this range, this is 44 pip range, 40 pip range minus this candle right here. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, yeah, we're just consolidating. There's nothing happening on a 30-minute time frame. We got resistance. Oh, I guess if we can break below this low, this is like a 27, 28 pip range for price to possibly continue pushing down, right? Possibly. Possibly we can continue pushing down from here. So, yes. Oh, we're breaking the low in the first minute. Very tough. Very tough. We gotta wait. We gotta wait for a top wick. Oh yeah, it's just gone. Yeah, this is just gone. But anyway, we got like a pretty long time left here to take a trade, so it's fine. We close bullish, that's no problem. That means we're just rejecting a support here somewhere. It's very tough. Like let's take a look on the 15-minute time. Well, 15-minute is creating its own minor support, but how important is it to keep that in mind? Not that important because 15-minute is a weak confirmation time frame. 1 hour is still bullish. We're at the resistance. 30-minute candle is a mess. A lot of wicks, a lot of candles. Price moves up, price moves down. Very, very tough. Very, very tough. We got, yeah, this resistance right here in the 30-minute time frame. That's all we got. So let's just see over here. We're breaking the low, looking at the 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame. We're about to break the low right here as well after making a top wick. So I think we can continue pushing down furthermore without executing a trade. And that's the key, that we can possibly continue moving without executing a trade. Is your rule no entry if the wick's broken in the first 1 minute? Yes. But all depends on conditions too, right? For the most part, I'm going to take no entry. But sometimes there's an exception to the rule. Sometimes that's something you got to figure out by just watching price action as it breaks the wicks in the first minute, first 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah. So that's where experience comes in. But for the most part, I'm going to stay out. Wow, this is really moving here. Do we have any news? We got CPI for CAD, and that's about it. That's about it. New 30-minute candle has formed, and yeah, this is wild. Look, this previous candle had wicks to the bottom side and wicks to the top side. Nothing happening at this point. Just some wild price action. All we need is one clean candle either to go up or one clean candle to go down. Because if we can get a clean candle in this range to either go up or down, look at this, a 50 pip range, right? Go up or down, then we could possibly correct that move either up or down if we get a clean candle. But that's what we need, right? We need one clean candle to pave the way for some candles to possibly take some trades. The 1 hour candle is about to close. Let's forward this. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. 1 hour is still bearish. Well, no, consolidating. 4 hour is whatever, still consolidating. Daily, 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 daily. Daily hasn't moved down. So we're going to clone this to see what level we need to break for the daily to go bearish, right? So I guess we need to break below this area for the daily to go bearish. Yes. So far we're just waiting over here now. All right. Let's forward this here a little bit. Yeah, this is a pretty painstakingly long simulation here. We're just waiting around for price to move and price to do things, and sometimes it seems like we're going to come down and then we reject. And see, now trading within this range, this is where you will lose all the time. All the time. So you just got to be patient, wait for the range to break, and that's it. That's all what you got to do. Look at the way the candle's moving. Where are you going to trade? What are you going to do? Nothing. We're at resistance. Oh, we're breaking resistance. We're breaking the high. No, just wait for the candle to close. Look, we got 5 minutes left. We're going to wait for the candle to close. And once the candle closes, then we're going to decide what we're going to do. Probably nothing because we're still in this range. All right. Looking at the 1 hour, whatever, 30-minute, whatever. Yeah, this is tough. To be honest, I'm going to be very honest with you. This is tough. It's tough because you really want to take a trade, but there's nothing. This is where you just relax. Oh, look at this. The candle's about to close. We're at support. I was gonna say this is a time where you go make some coffee or roll a joint or whatever, but started pre-London at 1 a.m. What time do you end the trading London session? Probably around this time right here. Probably around this exact time that we're coming up to. I'm just gonna stop. So look, right? The 30-minute candle is breaking below this low. Looking at the daily is also now starting to go bearish over here because if we keep below this low, then there's a very good probability we can continue pushing down. Yeah. So we got to wait for this candle to close now. Very, very important. We got to wait for the candle to close. And the candle has closed below support. This is absolutely wonderful. Now we can look, the daily candle is bearish. The 4 hour is bearish, breaking below the low, respecting the high. The 30-minute, the 1 hour candle is super bearish. The 30-minute candle is bearish. 15-minute candle is bearish. What's the probability where price is going to go? What is the probability where price is going to go? Price is going to go down. There's a high probability. Price is going to go down. But the only problem is this candle needs to keep making this top wick, break the low, and then go down. See, it's making a top wick. But it's in the first minute, man. It's in the first minute. Stop is going to be 7 pips, 8 pips. Way too tight of a stop loss. It's not even in the first minute it's doing all this. Okay, it's done now. If it breaks the low now, then we can continue going bearish. But what the hell's going on? But now I guess it's no sells here. Oh wow. Can we see this one more time? Let's go back here one more time. Right? So this is where the candle started. It made the top wick and broke the low in the first minute, right? This is where things get a little difficult because if it made the top wick in, let's say, like first 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and then it broke the low, then you could say, okay, you know what? It has made that, a wick to the top hand side, breaking the low to make a lower wick, so maybe we can take a sell. But it did all this in the first minute, and then it retraced, right? So that's, yeah, I don't like that. I've learned from experience now, not waiting to create resistance. Yeah, if we can create resistance here, which is now too late. Yeah, yeah, it's now too late now. Look at this daily, man. Pulled right back up. 4 hour also pulled up. 1 hour candle also pulled up. 30-minute candle also pulled up. But I guess the good thing is we are creating we did create some sort of a clean candle. And if we do create support, I think we can continue pushing up 30 pip range. Maybe, who knows? All we gotta do is just wait for the candle to close. The 15-minute candle has closed. Wow, 15-minute is a mess. I don't even want to look at the 15-minute. The 30-minute candle is about to close. Wow, this may look like a no trade day here today. In 3, 2, 1, there we go. 30-minute candle has closed. 15-minute candle has closed like this. Very tough to identify where price is gonna go. Yeah, man, very tough. I'm gonna just skip this day. Even though we formed support, we got clean candle. This is a pretty big candle. Should have been somewhere down over here so we can go up. I wouldn't be surprised if it still goes up or not. Oh yeah, we still went up. But yeah, this is where I'm just like, yeah. What are you gonna do at this point? What are you gonna do? We're coming into a New York session. Actually, this a clean range here though? 40 pip range? Possibly. Could be a clean range. Seems like a clean range here after all. We're creating resistance here now because look, the only clean range we created before was this. Price came down, price went up, and then over here, price couldn't go down as neatly as we would have hoped for price to correct this move. But since we have this sort of like a same area created, hold on there. This may be a sell coming up. My spidey senses are saying that this may be a sell coming up right here. 1 hour candle is at this point. 30-minute candle is creating resistance. We got this range, so 30 pip range for price to move down. 15-minute is closing above this area, which is interesting. But if we do break the low, right? Oh, damn, we missed it. Wanted to take it right here. Wanted to take it right there. How big is the stop? This is going to be like a 12 pip stop. Let's go with like a 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. So this waited all long for price to come up over here. So let's do this. We're probably gonna remove TP and let's take a look in this 30-minute. Want to take it earlier on as it broke the low, but it moved too fast. We got volume now, pre-New York. Volume from London didn't really do anything, so this is pre-New York volume. We got clean range to the left hand side in this massive range. So basically, we got this 30 pip range within this 50 pip range. Excuse me, 30 pip range within this 50 pip range. And oh, nice! Look at this move here. This is beautiful. Wow, look at that. We're breaking below this low. The daily candle has also gone bearish at this point. Maybe close 90%, whatever, put stops at break even. Finally, waited so long. Look at this clean range here, clean range to the left hand side. On the 30-minute as well, we got some clean range, broke below the low, took the sell, no wick on the top. Just beautiful. Let's see where this heads on to going into the New York session. Oh, nice. New York Open. This is absolutely beautiful. We're still running at this point. How many pips is this? Oh, 50 pips. Nice. Not bad. But we're having this rejections, which mean that price may reject this area to the left-hand side here as well. You see these rejections to the left-hand side? Price may reject this area. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is so easy. Anyway, we're up 4.4%, taken 3 trades. So didn't wait for support before taking sell as was in previous uptrend. It's in consolidation zone. Yes, that's correct. Absolutely correct. It's in consolidation zone. So we had a range, very big range, very, very good range, 30 pip range. So yeah. Let's move on to the next one here now. This is pre-London here. Resistance form, clear rejection from top, clean range to the bottom. Yes, but the thing is, we had to wait for so many hours for this situation to appear. We just had to wait. You know, like before this waiting, there were a lot of situations where you must have think, oh, I can take a sell over here, I can take a buy over here, but we had to wait for this situation, this exact situation. Okay, let's do this analysis here now. We got the daily. Daily is previous daily candle basically closed bearish, maybe creating a resistance for price to move down. Who knows? Looking at the 4 hour, 4 hour is a big mess over here, man. Like 4 hour is forming this weird candle. We got this big resistance to the left hand side. We have this support formed in the 4 hour. So 4 hour is in its own little limbo land of 60 pips, just ranging. 1 hour is very bullish, right? Because if you look on the 1 hour time frame now, you can see the 1 hour candle. It has a huge rejection wick, a nice solid body forming, and like I mean, we can just anticipate the next 1 hour candle to wick down and then continue pushing up. Simple. Break the high, come up, fill this wick, and just have a great day, right? Looking at the 30-minute candles over here, This is where we got problems here now, right? So we got this resistance on the 30-minute time frame. We got this support on the 30-minute time frame. This is a 30 pip range. This is also not a bad range, not a bad range at all. So I guess we'll need to see a candle to break and close above this area on the 30-minute time frame for price to move, basically, to move up because we got clean range for price to move up. We got like a 30 pip range. Yeah, so we're gonna need a candle to break and close above this area. That's all we gotta wait for. That is it. We got like a 2 pip spread over here in pound. I don't know what the hell was going on back then, but we got a 2 pip spread in July. Low volume. Probably it's just this feed that had low volume. But we're up about $400 on a $10,000 account, which is pretty good. I remember my first job in Canada was like $330 a week. I'd get a $600 paycheck every 2 weeks. There's this one guy who would put in a lot of hours and he would get like 700, 800 bucks every 2 weeks. And we're like, wow, man, you got 200 extra dollars? You're balling right now. But, was pretty young at that time too. All right, so we got the 30-minute candle closing. Looks like we're going to close bearish. No problem. We close bearish. It's okay. It's okay. No problem. No worries. No worries. We got the new 30-minute candle now trying to move up. Oh, look at that. Look at this puppy going up. See, if we close, let's take a look on the 1 hour time. 1 hour candle is also bullish. Okay. If we can close above this area, there's a very good probability we could have gone up, but I guess not. I guess that's not going to be the case here now, ladies and gentlemen. So we may want to see. Wow, look at that. We're trying to push up, trying to push down, trying to push up, trying to push down. Um, maybe we're creating a minor support here. How big is this range? This is like yeah, this isn't enough range. What about these wicks over here? Because if we can break below the support, oh wow, look at that. Never mind, we're going up now. Just gotta wait for the candle to close. Candle's gonna close in 5 simulation minutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Let's measure this range here. This is like a 12. Up to these wicks is a 24 pip range. What I'm trying to understand is very important. And what I'm trying to understand is that if we do break below this support, this minor support formed in 30-minute time frame, do we have this range or can we count these wicks as wick fills as we come into London session? That's something I'm trying to understand because just by looking at the bodies of the candles, it just means that the volume trying to go up is decreasing because look, we had a strong body, now we have a weak body over here. So the size of the candle that closes beyond the zone doesn't matter. Yeah, it has to close above the zone, like a strong bullish candle. But we're closing weak bullish candles, which means that the volume trying to move up is decreasing here consistently. But with see this, we try to go up, but we need to close above this area because I guess this wick over here, this wick is making everything close back in the range. Unless there's one candle that can close above, and we can say that this strong gladiator has closed above this area, because if we can close above, then we could say that all these candles couldn't close above this area, but one candle has closed above this area, so that means there's a very good probability we can continue pushing up. If a small size candle closes above the zone, may mean volume is dying, so probability maybe not in our favor. That's also correct. So we're waiting to see how this candle is going to close. We're about to close very soon, and 3, 2, 1. Oh wow, look at that. Candle has closed bearish, which means the volume may be shifting to the downside as we come into London Open. This is very interesting. See, we're breaking below the low here. We also got a support. I don't want to risk a sell and price comes over here and rejects. I don't want to risk that. Maybe wait for this 30-minute candle to close. It's pretty volatile the way it's moving, man. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that would have been a drawdown right here, like a 10 pip drawdown. So, just gonna wait and just gonna wait. Wow, look at that move, gone straight down. That was just one 15-minute candle and all that rejection. This is wild. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of this at all. I'd probably want to wait for this candle to close and see what's going on. But this basically means that there's a lot of volume coming in London session now. This big candle, that's all what it means. It means that there's a lot of volume coming in. And since we're up in percentage, may want to do something interesting over here. Oh, forget about that interesting thing. This is wild the way it's moving. I'm not touching this candle at all. Wow, look at that. Look at that thing move. Now we got the new 30-minute candle forming. We got the candle closing above the support. So, it just becomes a little difficult at this point. Let's take a look on the 15. Yeah, 15 minutes also rejecting. This is tough. This is very tough. I want to try one thing. I mean, if we come close, maybe closer up right here. As long as we don't break above this high, let me try this over here. 0.25. Not a lot of risk, just a little bit. Just like experimenting with some stuff because if we had this much volume coming in London session, but we close above the support, if we don't break above this high, can we go up? Can we go down, sorry, if we don't break above this high, if we still respect that high? The bearish candle closes below recent support. Seems like a good sell with the multiple rejections from their top. Yes. Multiple rejections from the top. There's also some rejections from the bottom. So far, it's just 0.25. Nothing major. Looked like $7, $8. Just for like testing purposes. But yeah, this price action is very, very tough. Very tough. I'm not gonna lie. Extremely tough. Coming straight down to this area. Not bad. Candle's about to close. We're at the support. If we reject the support, then we reject the support. But if we break below the support, oh, nice. We are breaking below the support. Oh, the TP is not. Oh. For a second, I thought the broker is scamming me. The TP wasn't being activated. But yeah, this was very, very tough, man. This was very, very tough analysis. Extremely tough analysis. Oh, hold on. Now we got some sort of probably fake out over here because price went down, broke all the way down. Now we're coming right back up. So yeah, I think this could be a very good fake out for price to probably continue pushing back up. Clean range to the top as well. That's correct. Once this 30-minute candle breaks its own high, a little bit more, uh, a little bit more. Oh wow, look at that. It just needs to break its own high, and we're gonna take a buy over here. It's gonna be a fake out trade, and for price to continue moving back in. Because if it couldn't maintain its move down, then it has to maintain its move back up. See right there, we're breaking the high. This is a 13 pip, 13, 13 pip stop right here. Looking at price to possibly continue pushing up. was gonna say easy trade, but but I do believe in this because we had a fake out down here at the bottom. So once we have a fake out, there's a high probability for price to move up. So that probably may also play out. Let's see how this candle closes here in a few seconds. Candle has closed, new candle has started. Once this new candle breaks the previous candle's high, probably going to move the stop just to modify here a little bit. and just need for it to break its. Oh, does not look good. Right there. See that? It broke its own high. Bring the stop right over here and just trailing the stop. That's it. Skip to the next candle. Very nice. Kind of like rejecting. Let's just close this here anyway. Don't want to risk anything. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Back in the range. Back in the range. Oh, damn. Moves on later on. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. This was tough. Very, very, very tough day. Hopefully, we can get a better Friday here for pre-London. We're still consolidating. Pound yen just been consolidating. A lot of patience involved over here. A lot of waiting to see what price is going to do. The daily candle did exactly probably what we thought it would do. We had a rejection and we just rejected and moved down. We're not sure whether this daily candle is going to continue pushing down or will it going to go up to retrace a little bit. Looking at the 4 hour, we are creating support. We do have some sort of a resistance forming on the 4 hour, which is very good. Looking at the 1 hour, we have a support formed, we have a resistance formed. 1 hour candle is also closing bullish. If this candle was supposed to go up, it could go up 29, 30 pips. Seems like we closed above this resistance. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute has more problems here now, ladies and gentlemen. We have a support. Again, we have problems with consolidation. We have a resistance. Yep, very tough. Extremely tough. Like, what exactly are we supposed to do at this point? It's a Friday here as well. Do we have any news? We have no news. Some euro news, but no pound news, whatever. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna range, I guess. Like we got resistance and that's about it. Yeah, we literally have no news. We got some PMI, but that's about it. And I haven't seen PMI move price a lot, so we're at this resistance now. This candle needs to break the high of the previous. Yeah, right there. See that? We made a lower wick and we're starting to break the high, right? So this is where a buy opportunity is going to come in. Stop is going to be below this current candle and we're anticipating price to this is like 17 pips. Feels like just forcing a trade over here. Feels like forcing the trade. 15-minute candle has closed. Oh, okay. We're also closing bullish on the 15-minute. Very good. We broke above the high on the 15-minute now. We should continue pushing up at this point. Beautiful trade. This is going to be another excellent trade for. Hold on. So we're basically coming down. Yes, basically coming down. Let's close this trade. See, the analysis was correct, right? The analysis was correct. We broke above the high. Now we're breaking above the high here again, but no, I'm not gonna. It's a Friday as well, so we got to maintain discipline. Any news on Friday? No, there's no news on Friday. There's a PMI for pound, but that's about it. That's like into probably in about 2 hours. But other than that, we have nothing. We're just consolidating here now, rejecting. So far, I think we did about 4.8%. I'm happy with that. Made about $400 on this $10,000 account. Compounding, this can just grow a lot. So still pretty good. We're about to move into London Open here, and we'll see what London Open does. So London Open, here we are. We have created a support. We have rejection, candle closing back in the range. We want this candle to close above the range, not just break it, but close above the range. That's what we want. Yeah, I don't like the way it's rejecting with 15 minutes left. Most of your real world trades are in gold. What does this say for GJ? GJ is not difficult. It just doesn't have enough volume. Gold has a lot of volume. There's a lot of volume in gold. GJ is like, not a lot of volume, but there's still some pretty decent volume in gold. Wow, look at that. Oh, sorry, pound yen. Yeah, kind of close with no wick at this resistance right here, so it's just tough. This is just getting boring here, to be honest, because like there's like no volume at all. Nothing happening at this point. Absolutely nothing. I mean, what can we do? Oh, hold on there. What's going on over here? So we're coming back in the range, right? Candle came back. Obviously, this is a fake out now. The new 15-minute candle has just started. Let's clone this over to 15-minute candle. What's going on over here? Oh yeah, this is a fake out right here. 15-minute candle closed, broke below the previous low, broke below this low. Even if we take a sell, it's like a 20 pip range to take a sell. So yeah, man, it's a pretty big stop here for the way the price is moving here. Man, what's going on over here? Is this news? This wasn't news at all. This is no news. This is not news time, but price is still moving. No problem, no problem, no problem. I think whenever price moves like this and whenever we come onto the charts and price is moving, that's a great thing. And the reason why that's a great thing is because you could probably get a retest or whatever, right? So this is great because now if it's coming down, I guess we could wait for some sort of a retest to continue pushing down, right? Yeah, see, that's good. We got clean candles now, just like our previous examples. And what the fuck is going on? What's going on over here? There was no news at all. Yeah, there was some euro news, not pound news. Holy, this is 30, 40 pips over here. This thing moved 70 pips. Where did this volume come from? It's no problem, guys, no problem. All we gotta wait to see if price can do some sort of a retest. And then, yeah, wow, look at that 4 hour. Daily also moved down following this daily bearish pressure. Yeah, no problem here. All we got to do is to wait for some sort of support formed, resistance, and then we can continue pushing down, right? Very easy. That's all we got to wait for price to continue pushing down, and we can have a nice day. Yeah, see that? This is what we need. We don't need any bearish momentum now. We need some retest. We come up to do a retest, we take a sell, and yeah, that's all we want. If we can get that retest, I'm going to go with a 1% risk right here because this is going to be the trade that you would want to take all the time. Look at that. It's coming up now. We got to roll up our sleeves and we got to get ready to attack. We got to get ready to attack here, guys. There's no other way that we're going to focus on this. Look at this rejection over here. Beautiful. Close with a small body and let the next candle break the low and we can attack with 1% risk. Oh, this is news time. Wow. There's no way we're probably getting a trade over here now. This is intense. What's pound yen doing over here on this day? So we've created support. All we need to do is create some resistance and look at this 50 pip range, man. 50 pip range, we can take a sell. Wow, look at that. All we got to do is wait for price to create some sort of a support, resistance, so we can continue pushing down because trend is down. I also think that maybe now this move down was to price in the good news that we're going to have later because just before the news, we start to dump down. But PMI, I haven't really seen PMI with a lot of volume. What was the outcome over here? Good news. Okay. We have some great news on PMI. Whatever. Whatever. Don't know, don't care. All right. Here we go. Okay. This is the moment of truth now, I guess. All we got to do is create some resistance. And then, yeah, just like that, resistance. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. Oh, nice. Look at this 4 hour candle, man. 4 hour candle is also bearish, close below the support. So maybe this can become a wick fill on a Friday. Maybe, right? Daily is also, weekly is whatever. Oh, weekly is trying to go down over here. Interesting. Yeah, this is very interesting now. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. This looks like a great sell here on the 15-minute versus the 30-minute. What do you guys think? Looking at the 15-minute, right? Does it seem? This seemed to me like a great sell. Bullish candle, small body candle, next candle breaking the low, and we got a range to fill, 38 pips over here. This is just some crazy sell not to be missed, right? Amazing. This is something that you look at it on a Friday and you're like, yeah, you know what? There's no way this can be missed. Um, Hold on. Uh, yeah, so we just need this 15-minute candle to close bearish. If we can close bearish, yes, perfect. Now we're good to go. As price went up inside the zone, we're creating a retest setup. Is it still a valid setup? Yes, because we have clean range now. Look, we created resistance. We have a clean range, 39 to 40 pip range. Because now we've created new zones, right? Before our zone was right here, but now we've created a new zone, a support, and we've created a new zone, a resistance right here for price to move down. So here you can possibly take another entry basically because there's nothing that's going to stop price from not going down, like basically, just just being honest here. I've seen this a lot, I've executed on this a lot, and this just works without fail all the time. All the time it just works without fail. Like, look, we're up we're up like 16, 17 pips. Now, if you even close your eyes, you can ask yourself, well, where's price most likely to go? Well, maybe price is going to go down to 164, very likely, a very high probability. Okay, hold on. Just so we can put our stops at break even, right? It's a last trade, so we don't want to mess around. It's a last trade, stops at break even, and just your recent gold trade setup you took on the first class flight, very similar to this. Yes, that's absolutely correct. So yeah, we're probably gonna. Oh yeah, look, we're filling the 4 hour wick here as well. How beautiful this setup was, right? 4 hour wick fill, market structure on a smaller time frame, 15-minute time frame, and just letting it run. We're moving into a New York session. I think New York can continue driving price over here. Oh wow, look at that. We still drove price down. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, let's trail the stop here now above the 30-minute. Perfect. This is beautiful now. We're in profits. If price is broken the low, this is done. This is done. See ya, pound yen. See you later, pound yen. Pound yen is gone. Looking at the 4 hour, we're moving down. Next bar. Oh, this is excellent, excellent, excellent move over here. Based off of the 15-minute time frame execution, looking at the like whatever your 30-minute time frame, just insane. Very, very nice. So we're about 8%. Closed this trade. It's about 68 pip profit. Beautiful. This was the most easy, but like, you know what? We had to manage emotions as price was moving down. That's all we had to do. There was a lot of emotional management because as price came down, we had to manage emotions and then wait for price to retrace, create some sort of a resistance, and then move on down. So I think this simulation, this one whole week, we did about 8%, and yeah, I think it was pretty good, pretty good. So thank you everyone who showed up. I do appreciate it. There were a lot of good lessons we learned in this simulation. It's going to be up in the database later on in a few hours. So yeah, awesome. So probably going to see you guys on Monday. When will the Singapore Bootcamp link be up? Probably by tonight. My time, Pakistan time tonight, not the Singapore time. You guys are way ahead. So yeah. We'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.